Does Kayla want to join us?
I don't think so. I was gone literally all day. And then I had the work thing after hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to record. And then tomorrow I have to get up early and go to work. Oh, she just flipped me off, but from her crotch somehow. Oh, out of her pocket. Okay.
Did she put it back?
I thought it came out of your crotch, dear.
Welcome to Namely 90s. Wow. The podcast that takes you back to the time before smartphones, Google, and Y2K. Join your hosts as they relive the pop culture that shaped a generation and the parts that many people wish they could forget. Listen in to the conversation about how the decade defined those who spent their childhood there and how it shaped them as adults. So, turn down the grunge and dial up the internet. Let's get started. It's time for Namely 90s.
That's right. You're listening to Namely 90s. My name's Andrew, and over there's Brandon.
That's me.
You can find us online at namely90s.com or on Instagram and Bluesky at Namely90s. You can also find the show on YouTube every Monday at youtube.com/@namely90s. And if you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/namely90s and get signed up for one of our support levels. Hey, back in the saddle again.
Oh, yeah. Just
How long has it
dusting the
been?
cobwebs off of my...
How long has it been since we did this?
About a month, honestly. Well, no, it's been 3 weeks.
Jeez. Yeah. As you can see, a veritable jungle has grown in behind me, and there's cats everywhere.
Yes, off frame, so I'm pretty sure no one's going to see that.
True.
But yeah, it looks good. And I'm going to just turn off whatever Rolly Connect is. Lot has happened.
Yeah.
Plus, I was in town for 4th of July for once, so we're recording after the 4th of July.
I know, weird. Let's see. What else happened in the last week? Joe Biden officially set his own bedtime.
That was funny. And it's an hour before like the last debate they did.
And there was the sticker I showed you. The sticker to trump all, so to speak, all conservative stickers. The one that was like a sideways Idaho as a gun, shooting a bullet with the abbreviation BLM. Biden loves minors.
Yeah, that's interesting. Is that like a new Pizzagate thing? Or
I don't think Biden knows where he is enough to know if there's young people there.
Well, he does. It probably stems from the love of ice cream thing. Like they're like, it's so weird. This man enjoys ice cream. Like what grown man enjoys ice cream?
I like ice cream. It's ice cream.
I like ice cream. Yeah, like if I go to an ice cream shop, I will have ice cream in a cone.
Get dementia, don't they start kind of acting in a way like children?
Yes.
And like wanting things children want. I don't know.
Are you saying he's riddled with dementia?
No one said that. Well, actually, I know a bunch of people said that, but I didn't say that. Anyway.
Yeah, no, the thing that pissed me off is like, did you see the RFK goes to the debate? Like he had his own debate website where it's like, include me in the debate, where he was just like in LA and then watching them say stuff. And then he would be like,
here's what I think.
Yeah, I assume he was responding to them like he was in the debate as well. It was really sad. But people were actually posting down their stories like they're going to vote for him for president. And I unfollowed them immediately. Every single person that has said anything about RFK Jr. in the last 2 weeks since the debate, no longer following you.
What I haven't seen is the Daily Show stuff. I really need to get caught up on that. I'm sure it's good.
I mean, the last show was from the debate, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, last Thursday. They did the live show. It wasn't great. I mean, it was good. It was biting, but it was like, yeah, Biden slipped a bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit alarming.
Yeah, it is quite alarming. As our democratic republic slips slowly into totalitarianism.
Will you accept the results of the election? And it was like a 5-minute diatribe about their friggin' golf handicaps. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
Classic.
So it's like, fair. I understand you wanting a third candidate choice, people out there. Comma, 1, it's not RFK Jr. 2,
the guy's stark raving mad.
If you're originally voting for Trump, sure, go ahead and vote for RFK. It's the man with brain parasites to match, the other people that.
Someone was mentioning like, hey, we haven't heard much from Bill Clinton lately, and I'm like, honestly, he's about the right age to run now. Just think about he'd be hitting on all the younger women in his office, the women in their 60s. But I
thought you were gonna
rim shot.
Resisting urge.
Unlike our former president, Donald J. Trump.
Did you do anything for the 4th?
We went to the in-laws. We had some ribs to celebrate America.
Nice.
And let's see, that was pretty much it. We listened to some. Hold on, I have headphones on. Someone's talking to me. Anyway, a lot of fireworks. It actually did sound like a war zone out there.
Oh,
it's just a flavor of what's to come.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't know how close to the divide are you in county lines for Civil War II up there in your new location?
Oh yeah, I forgot we had cigars too. They were just okay. I chose a bad one. It was my fault.
Yeah, I feel like that's a common occurrence with you.
Well, I mean, yeah. Very true. How about you? What'd you do?
We grilled out at one of the beach parks. The park overlooking the beach, I guess. I prepped kebab stuff because one of them was vegetarian, so we grilled all day, and I got sunburned in weird spots because I thought
you made kebabs on America Day.
Yeah, kebabs are very
communist.
I believe that's the third most American thing to grill on America Day.
I was referencing more like Middle Eastern kebabs.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't specifically say shish kebabs.
It's like a freedom falafel.
It's a traditional. I mean, they are shish kebabs, but meat, vegetables. Grilled, indeed. Grilled, yeah.
Oh, by the way, we drove by that sign again, the one that's like the flags and the picture of the Constitution that says, "Learn the Constitution in 1 year.com." Well, normally I think I want to go to the website, but I'm always driving across the state, so I forget. And then we were driving over, and Kayla was like, "Maybe it's like for immigrants to learn the Constitution so they can become citizens." And I was like, "I don't think it's for that." And she looked it up, and it's like this horrible website. It's got like clip art on it. It looks like it was made on GeoCities, and it's just like all about taking back control of our republic outside of the electoral process. It's really scary.
Because that's how that works.
I recommend you check it out.
Isn't there something? Don't we have something in? I would say the first 10 amendments to the Constitution that says something about not quartering militias or something.
Well, the funny thing is, they basically were like, "You shouldn't amend the Constitution." I'm like, but aren't the amendments to the Constitution the ones that you like the most, as in the gun one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, the amendment that allows you to write this crappy website.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah. But yeah, once they find what they want, that's all they care about. No further amendments needed. It's not like, it's been.
Well, there is that one amendment for banning wokeness
years
that they're looking for. I think they'll allow that one.
Oh yeah, of course. And our Supreme Court will ratify it. So always good.
I'm telling you, every time I hear Congress. Supreme Court, I just think of a regular court with sour cream on it.
They also add the tomatoes and lettuce, I think.
That was stupid. But I do think I'm not kidding. I think it every time.
It's something you've said before. I'm not sure on this podcast, but I would bet that you have.
God, I love a Taco Supreme. That sour cream just makes it for me.
See, I like the Baja sauce instead of sour cream that they put on the cheesy gordita crunch. Oh God, I had Taco Bell for the first time, and first fast food I've had in 6 months.
Feels like the first time. It's like that Foreigner song called "It Feels Like the First Time."
the Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme, not great. There's no crunch in the
No,
Cheez-It.
it's like if you made a Crunchwrap Supreme around a clipboard, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, a wet clipboard. Because the time it took me to drive home with my Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme, the Cheez-It became soggy within the Crunchwrap. So it was just a wrap.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah. Large nacho fries also probably not worth it because the small nacho fries are already like exploding out of the package. You probably don't get more nacho fries. Anyway.
Speaking of America and food.
Exactly. It's the 25th anniversary of American Pie. Are you familiar with this movie, this franchise, Andrew, American Pie?
Only to the extent that I don't think I like it, but I haven't seen it in its entirety.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, the first one is, as we have to say often, of its time.
Wildly offensive and in poor taste.
Yeah. And, yep. But American Pie is a 1999 American coming-of-age teen sex comedy film. And it's the first in the American Pie franchise. It features an ensemble cast that includes Jason Biggs, Chris Klein, Allison Hannigan, Natasha Lyonne, Thomas Ian Nicholas, Tara Reid, Bina Savari, Eddie K. Thomas, Sean William Scott, Eugene Levy, Shannon Elizabeth, and Jennifer Coolidge. Yeah, Andrew's making her face right now. I can't tell if he's doing the Eugene Levy face or the Jennifer Coolidge face.
It's the same when you're me.
Yeah. This film story centers on a group of 5 classmates who attend the fictional East Great Falls High School. I think that's I think Maryland or Maine. I don't remember.
It's funny because my mom's from Montana, and my mom and dad met in Great Falls, Montana. East Great Falls High School.
Which would at least have a Great Falls High School there.
This was not Montana.
It's like the East Coast. The youths make a pact to lose their virginity before their high school graduation is the Wikipedia summary for that. The film's title refers to a scene in which the protagonist is caught masturbating with a pie after being told third base feels like, quote, warm apple pie. And when Oz does that, he takes 2 fingers and then twists them up in the air, which I just did on camera. Gosh darn it.
To blur that out.
Yeah. One of the writer says that the title of the movie also refers to the quest of losing one's virginity in high school, which was as American as apple pie. Also, Madonna,
that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Madonna released American Pie around the same time this came out, but the two things are unrelated. Her terrible cover of American Pie.
I would like to say bye-bye to her version of Miss American Pie.
Yeah. And then she somehow released that song, and then 3-4 years later was able to sing the theme song for Die Another Day. Just, yeah. Right. So, the film was a box office hit. It spawned 3 sequels, American Pie 2, American Wedding, and American Reunion, as well as 5 direct-to-DVD spin-offs. American Pie Presents Bandcamp, The Naked Mile, Beta House, The Book of Love, and Girls Rules. One was like Netflix exclusive too. things, Andrew, that you may have heard of from this movie. Some pop culture things. It introduced the term MILF to
which stands for Man, I Love Films.
Exactly. Do you know which famous actor, what famous and now somewhat respected actor said MILF in this film?
Oh, the guy who guest starred in an episode of House where he enjoyed being choked by a dominatrix?
Is
John
that because
Cho?
Cal Penn? Yeah, I was going to say because Cal Penn was on House.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. It was John Cho, who is in the credits referred to as MILF guy. Yeah. Let's see. Blink-182 has a cameo in this during I would say, controversial scene now. Casey Affleck's in it as Kevin's older brother. The song Flagpole Sitta gained
popularity
from this. Yeah.
Now I'm an amputee, goddamn you. Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, Superbad is the same plot, but I disagree.
Actually, they're both remakes of a Shakespeare work. No, just kidding.
And then A Girl Who Sang the Blues is Janis Joplin. The Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost refers to both the three singers who died on Buddy Holly's plane: Holly himself, Rich Valens, and J.P. Richardson, the Big Bopper. And to the three most prominent assassination victims of the 60s, Martin Luther King, Bobby Kennedy, and JFK.
Wait,
sorry.
Bobby Kennedy has come back from the dead to run for president?
Yes. His son is, yeah. Sorry, no, that was the original song, American Pie.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, but so, I watched American Pie 2 first in middle school. And then I got American Pie off of eBay using my dad's credit card. And yeah, I would say 2 is better. Also less yeah.
Explicit?
No, it's just as explicit. It's just there's not a scene where a girl is undressing in someone's bedroom and it's being broadcast on a webcam to all the people in the school.
Yeah, people do that
consent.
on purpose.
Yeah.
But that was the non-consent issue, yeah.
Yes, there was a non-consent issue followed by her starting to pleasure herself to some porno mags that were in the room that she found. And then everyone saying, Jim, you've got to go back and suggest you help her. And then, yeah. So he does that and isn't immediately thrown out of the room somehow. And then he prees twice before anything happens. So yeah, that's American Pie in a namely 90s. No. But yeah, I mean, American Pie is kind of a classic. I do really like these characters. They're endearing. Allison Hannigan. Oh, I forgot the other ones. The other pop culture thing. This one time at band camp.
That's from this?
That one? Yeah. Allison Hannigan says to Jim. So after the whole webcam thing, the girl gets sent back to whatever country she's visiting from. So Jason Biggs' character has to find a date to the prom again, and she pretends to be the only girl in school who doesn't know what happened. And she's a band geek. And when they're at the after party, she's like, this one time, or she's like telling him a bunch of boring stories, like, and Jason Biggs has the face you have now. And then he's just like nodding along, not paying attention. And then she's like, oh, and this one time at band camp, I stuck a flute up my, and then, Jason Biggs is like, what?
It's funny because people say that phrase like really benign, in a benign way, and not realizing its origin.
Oh, yeah.
Like Linda, people named like Linda and Karen use that phrase now.
This one time, really?
Not quite, but people who don't understand where it comes from, they're just using it like as part of it. Like they reference it, but they don't realize like the quote.
The latter half of the
that
quote
follows it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Gotcha. Yeah. Huh.
They're like millennial Karens.
Fair.
They want to text your manager, but not call your manager. I think the cats are either humping or fighting.
I saw one walk across the background. Yeah. Anything. So you've never seen it all the way, but you definitely don't like it.
I don't think I can watch it now. I think it's too juvenile.
I don't remember which. It is quite juvenile. You are correct about that.
I think when you're a juvenile, it works, but when you're in your 30s.
I mean, even as a middle schooler, I found American Pie 1 more juvenile than American Pie 2, which there wasn't much of a difference.
It's like a caricature of high school students, you know?
True. Especially since they're all played by like 25-year-olds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think I was staying at a hotel last year for a disc golf tournament or something, and it was on, and there's nothing else on, so I watched it, and it's like, yeah. I
don't know, Jason Biggs just seems like a giant D-bag. Sean William Scott is kind of funny, but he kind of plays the same character in everything.
A giant D-bag?
A giant D-bag. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that's American Pie for everyone out there. Stay tuned for... I don't want to bite on your line, but...
Oh, yeah. Whoa. And now let's go to Brandon for the Namely 90s Minute.
Welcome back to Namely 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of the 25th anniversary of American Pie, we're looking back at the first installment of the franchise, American Pie. American Pie is a 1999 coming-of-age teen sex comedy starring Saving Silverman as Jim, Cicada from the Flash TV series as Oz, Rookie of the Year as Kevin, Dude Where's My Car as Stifler, Andy Rosenberg from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle as Finch, Lily from How I Met Your Mother as Michelle, April Wexler from Sharknado as Vicky, Russian Doll as Jessica, American Beauty as Heather, Johnny Rose from Schitt's Creek as Jim's dad, Justice from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as Nadia, Tony McQuid from White Lotus as Stifler's mom, and Harold from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle as MILF Guy. The story revolves around a group of high school friends: Jim, the awkward sexually naive nerd; Oz, the overconfident jock; Kevin, the group leader who is trying to lose his virginity to his girlfriend Vicky; Finch, a nerdy sophisticated hipster kid, you know the one; and Stifler, their popular douchebag jock friend who throws all the house parties, and the only one of them who has had sex. After one of these aforementioned parties where super nerd Sherman, the Shermanator, claims to have had sex with a girl, the four virgins make a pact to all lose their virginity by high school graduation. Vicky accuses Kevin of just wanting sex, so his story arc is repairing his relationship with her before prom, the date the boys think that will be their best shot to lose their virginity. Kevin's older brother tells him about a secret book of sex tips hidden in the library, which he uses to win over Vicky with oral. Oz joins the school choir trying to woo choir girl Heather, who asks him to prom but then cancels because she hears about his lady-killing reputation. Their arc ends with Oz skipping the big lacrosse game to show up for her in the choir at regionals, winning her over. Finch spends his time with Vicky's best friend Jessica, who he's paying to spread rumors about his sexual prowess among the girls at the school. This eventually backfires on him after a girl turns down Stifler for prom because she's hoping Finch will ask her, so he retaliates by putting laxatives in Finch's macchiato, ending with Finch taking a spicy diarrhea in the girls' bathroom. During Jim's adventures, he bangs a pie after Oz tells him third base feels like warm apple pie. He also sets his targets on foreign exchange student Nadia, who asks him to help her study after school one day. She was coming from ballet practice, so she needed to change clothes in his room. So naturally, he set up a webcam to spy on her changing with his friends, but emails the link to everyone in school. While she changes, she finds a stack of porn Jim's dad gave him and starts masturbating. So Jim rushes back and offers her a hand. Strangely receptive, she starts to touch him and he goes off prematurely. Twice. Her sponsors end up seeing the video and send her back to her country, and Jim is now the laughingstock of the school with no date for prom. Band geek Michelle pretends not to have seen the incident, so Jim asks her to prom and Finch goes with Jessica, who used the money he had paid her to pay for their limo. But they go as friends. After prom, they go to Stifler's cabin party. Michelle tells Jim about the time she stuck a flute inside her. They have sex. Kevin and Vicky have sex after they tell her he loves her, and afterwards they break up because she knows they'll drift apart going to different colleges. Finch has sex with Stifler's mom after going into the wrong room and finding her. more. And Oz confesses to Heather about the pact and renounces it, and it's left ambiguous whether they did it while spending the night together. The following day, the boys toast to the next step, and the film ends with Jim stripping on a webcam for Nadia. And that's American Pie in a Namely 90s minute. More or less.
And now back to the show.
Yeah, so I figured we could close this episode out by doing a Buzzfeed quiz, answer these random questions, and we'll reveal which American Pie Stifler character you're most like.
How many characters does he have?
So there's the Stifler from the main line, and then I think each American Pie Presents film has a different Stifler in it, which I assume is this quiz.
Sure.
So yeah, you can find it in the comments below. We're just gonna run through it. And, it's a this or that. So I guess we can double up on things. Kendall Jenner or Kylie Jenner is the question.
Kendall.
Yeah, I like Kendall more as well.
It sounds like you're trying to say candle, but you just aren't saying it right.
And also, she had that Pepsi commercial that like really united the world.
All right. Pencil or pen?
I like pen. Do you also like pen?
I like a pencil.
Really? Shorts or pants?
Is this not working?
These are jean shorts, and it grays it out. Okay. These appear to be cutoffs, women's short jean shorts, or
I'll go shorts.
I'll go with pants, I guess, right now.
Okay, and next one, soda or juice? All the juices shown here look revolting.
Yeah, both are bad for you. I guess I'd go juice. I don't drink that much soda these days.
I drink it when I get like fast food because I'm a big fat fatty. Soda it is.
Speaking of big fat fatties, McDonald's or KFC?
McDonald's.
I'm also going to go McDonald's.
Like, there's a time and a place for KFC, but next one is Pikachu or Raichu?
I like Pikachu.
Pikachu sure is cute, but Raichu is cute in its own little way.
Mm-hmm. And stronger, technically.
I'm going to go Raichu. Look at those cheeks.
Beer or tequila?
Ooh, tequila.
I'll go beer.
Riverdale or 13 Reasons Why? I cannot answer this question.
You have to pick one. I watch Riverdale, or I've watched all of Riverdale, so I'm going to go Riverdale. 13 Reasons Why is the suicide one.
Yeah. All 13 reasons are he just doesn't like you that much. No. Riverdale seems a little more cheerful.
Yeah, I would suggest it.
This one's a hard one.
Friends or How I Met Your Mother? Is it a hard one for you?
I'm kidding. It's Friends.
Oh, it's How I Met Your Mother.
It's The Big Bang Theory. It's Young Sheldon.
Fair.
No, it's Superman.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
No. Michelle Flaherty.
Character from
Heather Gardner.
These are the characters, two of the love interests. Alison Hannigan's character is the band camp girl. Mina Savari's choir girl.
Like, no matter how hard I try, I just can't get into Alison Hannigan.
Really? Okay.
I think she's cool, but like, yeah.
I feel like both of these women have like unique looks.
And not like in a great way.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they're both attractive. I'll go Michelle Flaherty.
I'm going
I was a band.
The other one.
Do you want me to go first? You want to go first?
Sure, you go first.
I got I got Steven Stifler, but they spelled it Stever Stifler. And the gift that they have is when a girl tells you how many guys she slept with, multiply it by 3, and that's the real number. That's from American Pie 2. Did you also get Stever
Stifler?
Did you get the same GIF?
Yeah, BuzzFeed is literally the worst.
This was a contributor.
Bunch of unvetted bull.
Yeah, we only we only agreed on like 3 things. That's hilarious.
You're a Stever.
I wonder if you just get Stever the whole time. We have 4 minutes left.
Let's see. Which are they coming out with a new American Pie?
I haven't heard anything about a new American Pie in
it's a new American Pie with none of the old cast and a bunch of non-famous people.
Ooh, you are right. There was some talks that there might be a 5th theatrical American Pie. But I haven't heard anything about that in a while. I would see it. American Wedding was good. American Reunion was good.
Think about the other names they pitched, like effing pastries or like
pastry bangers. Some of these I'm fairly sure you could find on a porn site. So yeah. Let's see if there's any spin-off. Yeah.
Are there any animated series for kids or anything?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like American Pie Babies where they're in middle school and they're like trying to get to first base. As far as we know, in 2022, the Hollywood Reporter said that another American Pie Presents, which is the spin-off ones, is in the works.
Wow, I can't wait.
Yeah, because I've definitely seen, I would say 3 out of 5 of those.
Are you going to make like a new Gen Z one where it's like something bussin' mad Riz, yo.
But it's the reverse. It's flipped on its head. It's the girls that are the creepy boys.
Oh, that's always the new version. The new version.
Reboot.
Yeah, just make it a girl version.
He's all that.
But like it's like they intentionally choose the least famous people they can think of.
You mentioned that. Yes. In, I want to say either American Pie Presents Bandcamp or Beta House, the actress that's in Suicide Squad that's married to James Gunn is like, that was like one of her first films.
I also think people have gotten a little bit crazy with the term ensemble cast. It's like, you've said ensemble cast, but none of them are anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're just like, they're an ensemble.
But you can't just like will it to be by saying it. Like it's not an ensemble cast in the same way that Ocean's 11 was an ensemble cast, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to be famous to be an ensemble cast. You just have to work well together.
No, I know, but it's I think become a term in some ways to indicate like there are a number of prominent celebrities working together on a story, whereas like just having several actors in a movie, which is sort of par for the course, who aren't famous and don't have particular chemistry other than the storyline makes them in a group, doesn't make it an ensemble cast.
I mean, Friends is an ensemble cast, but they weren't famous before.
Well, let me put it this way. You don't have to be famous if they're good, but if they're neither famous nor good, then it's not an ensemble cast.
Fair. And with that bombshell, that's it for this week's edition of Namely 90s. Remember, you can find new episodes out every Monday, but it's on Bluesky, Instagram, and YouTube at Namely 90s with 90s, and tell us what you want us to talk about on future episodes. If you'd like to support the show, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Namely90s, also with the 90s. And finally, you can contact us through our website, Namely90s.com, which is true. Please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Audible, Apple Pie Podcasts, CastBox, iHeart, Good Pods, wherever you get your podcasts from. That's Pocket Casts. I'm Brandon, that's Andrew, and we'll catch you next time.
I feel like I was just wow.